peanut butter or something like that. He would eat peanut butter sandwiches. He had just won an event the year before. We got to see Arnold. We got to see everybody play, and you know, just the whole vibe of Oak Hill. Just I was 10 years old, and it got in my blood right there. It was truly an amazing day, and I wanted, obviously, at some point in my life to come back and play the golf course. Little did I know that I would ever be standing up here, but you know, I looked at the Hill of Famers that are on the trees, and you got presidents, you got entertainers like Bob Hope, all the Rochester greats. Walter Hagen obviously is the first one that obviously comes to mind. He would have been a fun guy to be around once, for at least for a couple days in your life, if you would have been able to meet Mr. Hagen, but I never did. But you know, then you look at Sam Rosetta, just 1950 U.S. Am champ, longtime pro at Country Club of Rochester, and what a lot of people don't know is I had my club stolen early on in my career. I believe Jerry Edwards went to Sam, and Sam had a spare set of his irons custom made from Wilson. I'll never forget, there was 1971 Wilson staff button backs, and you know, he had no reason or whatever to give them to me, but he did. And you know, I always remember Sam for that. And consequently, I won the PGA actually using those irons. So it was a great gift from Sam to me. And then growing up, he always knew about Donnie Allen, 6-time amateur champ, Walker Cupper, and just wanted to meet him someday. You know, it would have been very cool to meet him. And now, you know, he's on a tree, I'm on a tree. I mean, it's an amazing deal for me. Then we have Mr. Harmon, who I don't know where he is, but he has meant the world to me. Kind of a little water there? No, just got a drink. He kind of pushed and prodded me. He was my mentor, made me, I think, the golf professional that I am today. It was funny because I never really understood how difficult it was. I would get this question often, and from Q&As and stuff like that, and the question really was, when did you know you were good enough to play the tour? And I answered, not in jest or anything, but I said I finally realized it at 52. And you know, and people like think I'm trying to be funny, and I'm really not, because I kind of always had that imposter syndrome. I wasn't sure I was good enough, and every year I had to get better and better. And Craig understood my personality in that regard, and we've never really talked about it much, but he really knew how to poke and prod me, how to say the right thing, get me to do all the incredible drills that he made me try to hone my game and all that. So I can assure you without question that was the biggest break of my golfing career, to have Craig Harmon be the pro here. I definitely would not be standing here, I believe, without him. Certainly, obviously, without my family too. But I think Craig has been instrumental in my golf career, and I see no better place to honor him by saying this than right here. And as you can tell, I'm not really great at this public speaking, but there's another question I would often get asked, and it was, what's your best moment in golf? And most everybody would think it was winning the PGA in '88. And I would say that would be number 3. Number 2 would be, now this is just kind of how my mind works. This is what Craig had to deal with all these years. Would be getting my card in 1984 to continue my career, because I was right at the threshold of, I felt like if I didn't get it then, it was probably time to pack it up and try and find a new job. So that accomplishment for me was quite telling with my back to the wall. But the number one moment in my golfing career was the 2008 Senior PGA here at Oak Hill. Now, it didn't quite work out the way I wanted on Sunday, but I finally was able to play well in front of the home crowd, and that meant a lot to me. Most professional athletes, half of their games are home games. In golf, we rarely get a home game. I've had 3 of them in my life, hopefully 4 in 2019. But having a home game and playing well and having a chance to win, without question, was the greatest experience of my life. And I thank all the people of Rochester for that, especially the Oak Hill members. And it was a week that I'll never forget. And my brother got up in the Pro-Am and drove it about 40 yards past me on the first hole, and I won't forget that either. Yeah, and he hasn't forgot either. No, definitely was not Wayne. He would have been breaking windows to the right on number 1. But all in all, this has just been a dream come true today. I can't thank everybody enough for coming out, for the Hill of Fame committee for nominating me, and I just kind of pinch myself. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anybody. I hope everybody has a day like this once in their life, and thank you very much.
Jeff, your plaque is already on the tree. And it reads, Jeff Sluman, 1988 PGA champion, masterful player, endearing friend, gentleman throughout. I don't think you could say it any better than that. Jeff, congratulations again. Thank you. End of show, folks. That's it. Yeah, for all those who have been invited, there is a reception next door. Okay. You are excused.
Hey.
Yeah, we can.
You want to do that? Try to get up above to take pictures at some point.
Congratulations. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate you stopping by, and what an honor for me. It's been fantastic. Nice to see you. I'll see you in a minute. All right.
Good job, Jeff.
Yeah, do you want to take a couple?
Yeah. I'd like to go out and see it.
Okay.
Neighbor, hit the ball in the field. It was right there. Yeah. Good guy.
Yeah.
Good heart.
Before this, really. You guys get to see her a lot more?
On occasion. You have to see it because you teacher like somebody else. That's water.
That's why you were choking.
Yeah.
It's vodka.
That's vodka.
It's vodka. Wait, I want you to...
Just try not to. shot it was. Who was considering that? It was so well done. Red base.
And dog toe.
Pretty cool. So the back bunkers will be out. Green. We got pictures of Ultra Mega Fun on this green and we're redoing everything. Yeah. I'll be living here in 19.
Okay.
Look at that look. We're gonna do it all in 19.
We'll be ready for the. I was going to say, yeah, the only time I've been under the silver thing and had our shanked them up.
After that.
I don't know which tree it is, so.
It's the oak tree.
Oh yeah. That narrows it down.
Wow, this is cool. Good eye.
Endearing friend.
Yeah, it was
Oh, I gotta get my phone.
They should have put it down lower.
All right.
Get in there,
Get
bro.
in,
Come on,
Doug.
man. I'll take the low side.
Dougie. Oops, sorry.
Come on in here.
Past president right here.
Past press.
Let's get the thing in here.
The only guy that voted against the nomination.
I think I bit this straight.
My father said always look at
Come on, Bill. Get the press. Let's get the president here. Get Craig in there. Tim.
Come on in.
You and Tim gentlemen throughout. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
I'll get lower.
People are gonna think just the least.
I know it.
Take 37 equal pens.
Drove past Kodak.
Got enough there?
Scary.
Okay.
Come on, Greg.
Greg.
Dive in.
It's absolutely awful.
Good man. I got a Band-Aid on.
I know.
It's good.
What do you think?
Yeah, awesome.
I like it.
Oh. Woohoo! Who'd have thought?
That's right.
Who would have thunk?
Yeah, that too.
Who would have thought Craig ended up here today?
And
Hey, there's your ball.
It's typical shot.
And we found it.
And two.
It won't let go, will it?
You mean the third ball he played that for? You mean the third one?
Yeah.
Come on.
The third ball he played out.
Third ball.
I wish we could say we have fun with these guys. But all right. That's great.
Come on, Owen.
Yeah, get some more in there.
Come on in. Yeah, you're the tallest. You should drink the water. Yeah.
Yeah, don't hit the beer. Ready?
Whatever hit the beer.
Just take a whole bunch, money.
All right, I'll just keep clicking.
That's good. Right there.
That's
West Sider. Oh, you're West Sider.
For you. They'll throw these pictures out
You were
later.
on a field trip. You came away all the way from Greece.
Come on, Jimmy.
Get
Get it on the other side.
Kinger.
He can forward him to you. Oh. Oops. Good. Well, he's got
Don't look around though.
he's got bad hands. He's a barber.
I don't know how to use the technologically advanced things.
It's okay, I got you.
Got me?
I took 5.
5 of them. Wow, that quick. So, you guys, a story amongst buddies. Slu's playing at Twin Eagles in Florida, and I'm like this with him, and he's hitting balls off the dirt. and he hits one, it flies to the pin, stops, backs up, he rolls the next one up to it. I look at him, he goes, "Oh yeah, I've been doing this a long time, Abe." he's just going like this, just hitting him, we're talking, he's just putting everyone like that. You like the new putting way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been,
Pretty good.
I've been grinding. Come on, Mona.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Kinger. Kinger.
That special
Kinger.
lens that Sybil Shepherd used in moonlighting. Please, God. Woo-hoo. I'm tipping.
It was the three of us on the honeymoon again.
Yes,
That's right.
yes. We're reminiscing.
I met you later today.
Yeah,
Thanks,
People think
Ray.
we're kidding.
I know. We're not kidding. Honeymoon honeys.
Come on, Tina Bean.
We gotta get the DJ thing in there.
Oh, yeah. Don't get up against the tree.
She's in the theater grade, so she knows you're pretty. How old are you?
55.
Old enough to drink.
I know.
6-0.
Knock in.
It'll be 6-0 in less than a month.
Mine is September 10th.
Come on, Jerry. One last one. Absolutely. Lovely.
Gotta get the man in here
Yeah.
too.
He's the best.
With your brain working too. You gotta keep the brain busy.
Never know where to look. Let's look at the hand first.
There you go.
Just scan the crowd. He told me, hold it like this.
All right.
Righty then.
I'm ready, Eddie.
Good going.
Thank you. Yeah.
Surprising.
A lot. And then it's kind of funny because you see that drainage. That's what he had before. He had a little cup there and then they run the water. Because I said, what are you doing in the drainage? And I saw that over in summer there too. They would just put a little, tiny little bit.
I could try it for one.
How's your voice?
Oh, yeah.
What a good man.
Do
you have everyone on the
Yeah.
other?
Yeah.